Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we are looking at some of the niche heroes that we see utilized in different parts of AFK Arena that a lot of players do not have built, but in their little niche, they are very, very powerful. So I really went through, picked out one from each faction to focus on, just to cover some of the more niche heroes. Number one, guys, with Lightbearers is Astrilda. Now, Astrilda, we have seen a lot of utility within the Cursed Realm. We've seen her in a lot of formations within the Abyssal Expedition. Very, very strong. Big reason for this, guys, is she brings a lot of buffs. That is really the big thing. She has a damage reduction, as you can see right here with the signature item. When you start building her out with furniture, she has a attack rating increase. She has a defense increase, which after 12 seconds with 9 of 9 furniture is triggered. And she also does have this Inspire, which is the reason I took her to the plus 30 engraving, which of course gives you another 40% attack rating. That is right, guys, above and beyond the buff that she is putting out right here. With the furniture, this will still give the Inspire ability, will give an attack rating of 40%, plus energy restored is increased to 150 points. Very, very powerful niche heroes, guys. Again, I feel like a lot of players do overlook a lot of these heroes, which is the reason why I did want to cover them today. Within the Maulers, guys, it is Drez. Now, Drez, we know, looking at some of the, again, the Cursed Realm formations that we've seen, also the Grand Hunt. We've seen him within the Abyssal Expedition. He is utilized in the hunting field. This little guy is an absolute monster when it comes to damage. Now, one thing you do need to build on him, guys, signature item helps with his survivability. Plus 20 is really the only thing that you need. But again, if you look at the plus 30, it is going to give him a 200% attack value bonus for the shield. But the big thing, guys, on Drez is the furniture. This is what increases the attack speed. This is what amplifies the damage that he is doing within the Grand Hunt. Again, Abyssal Expedition, even within the Cursed Realm, used in a lot of different formations. This is what spikes his damage, because he also does have the ability to, and I'm not sure exactly what skill, right here, the defense rating reduction. So not only is he boosting his own attack speed, he also has a very big defense rating reduction, which makes him really powerful, guys. Again, but building out that furniture. In addition, guys, right here, the plus 30 is okay. The plus 60 on him does damage. This raises his attack rating, allowing him to do a lot of damage. So ultimately, guys, with plus 20 signature item, 9 of 9 furniture, plus 60 engraving, again, it's pretty expensive to build out a niche hero. But when you have him built, he works incredibly well. He does do a incredible amount of damage within formation. Survivability is there as well, because he has the self-sufficient shields that will keep him alive. For the Wilders, I went with Gorvo. Plus 20 signature item on Gorvo. This is really a big one. Again, most of these heroes, guys, the more you build them out, the better they're going to perform, giving them more stats, giving them more abilities, things of that nature. But this is the reason why the plus 20 signature item, why he was doing so incredibly well, because he has an ability that reflects damage. So essentially, he'll taunt everyone. Portion of the damage deflected is increased to 90%. Well, that is right, guys. When you look at the signature item, this will give him more energy, allowing him, again, to ult more, which works incredibly well. All of these just boost up his shield duration. Ultimately, you don't need it. Even when it comes in here, guys, when it comes to the engraving, the 30 and the 60, a 10% difference in shield is not going to be a game changer, but the retaliation ability when you stack badges behind him, when you put beacons behind him, does incredibly well when it comes to, of course, the Grand Hunt. He was an absolute requirement for a majority of teams that were the top tier teams. Looking at Graveborn, guys, one hero a lot of people overlook is Torn. So Torn, it is a very unique hero, as in he does damage with his bone spikes, which is right here, the piercing bones, if enemies move, which is the reason why a lot of times we do see him in conjunction with Mario. So when the enemies move, when enemy moves positions, they will lose 3% of their max health. The higher the max health, the more damage you're going to get out of this. If you have a hero, again, in conjunction, we see him all the time with Moriel, which is our next niche hero that we're checking out. She actually has the ability through her star to move enemies. So she will actually move the enemies, literally dragging them through Torn's bone spikes and doing an incredible amount of damage, allowing Torn to do an incredible amount of damage because of the maximum health of the enemies and also the damage that they're taking, again, being drugged straight through those bone spikes. When it comes to the Hypogean heroes, the original version of Aziz, guys, now we see this when it comes to the Ice Chimera. We see him utilized a lot of time, again, when it comes to the Twisted Realm, when it comes to the Cursed Realm. He is still in a lot of formations. Not only does he have the ability to silence enemies, but he also has a damage reduction, and he has the ability to cancel ults, while being a very, very big mana battery, which is the other big reason for him, guys. Not only the ability to cancel these ultimate abilities works incredibly well. His Fissure, the ground burning, of course, reduces the enemy's attack rating by 40%, which is absolutely huge. He also has Feeble Mind. Still a hero with an incredible amount of utility within here that a lot of players do use, again, for a lot of different aspects of AFK Arena. And of course, you can pick them up from the Challenger store. Not a huge priority, guys, for out of there. I would actually get Zolrat first, but he is a hero, again, niche formations. He works incredibly well, and he only does canceling ults like he does. There isn't a very many heroes that can really fill that slot, which again makes him a very niche hero. Bringing us to our final faction, guys. In here, I went with Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga, very unique in her skills, a little bit random with some of her skills, but ultimately she provides a decent amount of crowd control, which is the reason a lot of players have built her. Again, when it comes to the Cursed Realm, we're seeing her in a couple different formations, working very well. Also has the Cheat Death. We've even seen her in campaign formations in conjunction with Albedo Ainz and Baba Yaga. Again, Baba Yaga providing the crowd control aspect within those formations, working incredibly well. Again, I feel like she is a hero that does a lot of damage. We've actually seen her do a considerable amount of damage, but a lot of players just strictly overlook her. This works incredibly well. So you'll actually have her go to the treehouse with the 9 of 9 furniture. She will immediately cast Soul Pilfer when she comes out, which will give her 600 energy, allowing her again to ultimately drop by. So dropping by is the crowd control effect. So she will actually stun the enemies around the hut for 3 seconds, again, allowing her for a very, very big amount of crowd control. Sorry, guys, so that'll do it for our niche heroes for today. Again, guys, some of the ones, Estrilda, looking at Drez, looking at Gorvo, looking at Torn, definitely heroes that a lot of players do not have built out. But again, there's not a high priority on them. But if you're missing them within those niche formations, it makes it incredibly difficult to get through there. Then, of course, Moriel, guys, we always used her in the Dark Demora, which has since been replaced by our Awakened version of Solus. And then, of course, we have the Awakened version, or excuse me, the regular version of Aziz that still does work incredibly well. So again, guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.